This season could not have started any worse for our Portland Trail Blazers, and today, we've got to dig ourselves out of this hole before things get ugly. It started off well. We beat the Bulls by 25 on opening day. The offense dropped 142, and then things went really downhill. We had some blowouts during our losing streak, such as the Dallas game. We had other matchups like the Warriors, where we were up by 15 after the first quarter. And not to mention, Ochai Agbaji in the loss against the Warriors, broke an ankle, out for half the year. That's a big deal. You need guys in this league who can shoot and who can defend. Ochai's our best perimeter defender, and he's one of our best floor spacers. He had a career year last year, got a massive extension, started a little slow this year, as has everybody on our roster. And now that he's going to be out for probably at least 35 plus games, that's a big deal. Khalil Griffin's going to slide to his place in the starting lineup. In terms of the bench guys, we're going to see Zay Logan in particular really play a lot more. Logan's been probably the only true bright spot so far. Defensively, the team's been bad. The offensive efficiency's been bad. Look at Springer's numbers, 36% from the field, pretty much 25% from three. And all of these field goal percentages should even out a little bit more, good and bad. But that's still an abysmal start, and we've got to get it together. So we're going to play this game against Washington, because if we lose against the Wizards, man, I don't know what to say. The Wizards acquired Jalen Brunson, and they've got a pretty strong lineup, but their bench is a little bit weird. Guard, 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 wing, and guard. They have no size off the bench other than Bilal Coulibaly. They're going to rely on some other guys within the second unit to play more, and are probably going to have to mix around their rotation if they want any chance of beating our Portland Trail Blazers, who have lost 5 in a row. The season has started off as a disaster, and we cannot let this rough start to the year fall even more. I get we're only 6 games in, but if we don't pick it up, we could be headed towards a dangerously bad season where a lot of questions about the players on this roster are going to be asked, and ultimately possibly some emotional moves that may end up really not working out. So we've got to get it together. We've got to wake up, and that starts today here against Washington. Wagner and Porzingis for the tip. It goes to Mo Wagner, and Portland can't even win a tip-off with their 7'3" center as the Wizards started on offense. Jalen Suggs gets it out to Kyle Kuzma, who opens up the game with a triple for Washington, and the Wizards are on the board here in the opening second. Pump fake, Griffin in with the windmill! Khalil Griffin making his first start of the year. Griffin's been solid off the bench up to this point. He hasn't been bad at all. If anything, he's been better than last year, as he's in for another slam with the back scratcher over Thaddeus Fontaine. Now 5-4. Here's Jalen Brunson with it, acquired in the offseason via trade. Nifty move, no good. Nice defense by Porzingis. On the other end, he's got Springer. He's got Sharp for 3. The star players on this team need to play more like stars. Sharp, Scoot, and Springer all have been really underwhelming so far. They've got to pick it up, and I guess that's a good start. Jalen Suggs, though, responds with a 3 of his own, as it's 9-8. Suggs inside, no good. Nice defensive stop by Sharp. In transition, he's got Springer. Crossover, Springer inside. Porzingis has Sharp open on the wing. Great ball movement by the Blazers as Shaedon Sharp hits his second 3 of the game. 8-12 now, shot clock winding down. Kuzma out to Jordan Poole. Heaves up a prayer, amen! Jordan Poole with a long-range 3. The Wizards really shooting the long ball well so far. Portland looking to get another 3, they do. This time for Darius Springer, who really shot the 3 ball pretty well last year, especially compared to his rookie year, but so far this season, not so much. Jalen Suggs with the Euro step, tied at 17. High-scoring game so far, now 19-17. There's Scoot Henderson, who hits the triple. Scoot's been quiet as a scorer this year, hoping to get him involved early as the ball is stripped away and stolen by Shaedon Sharp. Sharp out to Henderson. Scoot with the poster! Throws it down over Thaddeus Fontaine, who of course was an all-star last year. Did he deserve to make it? Probably not. He averaged 14 points a game on 42% field goal percentage on the worst team in the league. But apparently that's an all-star. Tyus Jones hits the 3. Wizards bring it within 2. Portland looks to respond, and they do! Inferno! Gonna light this place up! Anthony Simons with a nasty slam over Wagner. 26-22, little pick and roll action. Tyus Jones with another basket. He's got 5. Washington brings it within 4. Here's Zay Logan, the second-year wing out of Alabama State, showing off the physicality. Logan's averaged close to 9 points a game in just 12 minutes a night. He's been fantastic off the bench for the Blazers. Jordan Poole off the screen. Nice little catch-and-shoot action there for Poole, as it's a one-score game. Jordan Poole clearly not done. He's in for the slam. Normally, Jordan Poole is on the construction site because he's putting up bricks, but not today. Simons with a quick response, though, on the other end for the layup, and it's 34-31, a football score with 7 seconds to go. Poole now for the tie. 3 rattles out. Portland daring him to shoot so they can get one more off. It's not going to be a good look. I don't even think Sharp got the 3 off to begin with, but it goes in. Shot won't count, though. 34-31, high-scoring start with Portland on top of the Wizards into the second quarter. Here's Scoot Henderson with it. Little pick-and-roll action for the big man, Fritz Bengaro, who's in for the dunk. 31-36. Khalil Griffin with it. Drives right side. He goes in for Zay Logan with the layup. Logan continuing to produce with the added minutes. He's got 6, leading the second unit as Brunson is blocked. I think that was Griffin who got a hand on it on the other end. Logan looks to blow by Poole. He has it stripped away and stolen. Both defenses now finally waking up. And on the other end, the Frenchman, Bilal Coulibaly, is in for the layup. 38-33, Portland leads. Griffin with the screen. He sends it to Bengaro, out to Springer. Long-range 3 is good. Darius Springer buries the back of the net. He's got 8 early, as it's an 8-point game. Springer's pass is tipped away and stolen. Bilal Coulibaly on the other end. Jumper won't fall. Nice defense by Bengaro. Springer with the rebound, out in transition. Crosses over Jones. Springer, layup is good. Count the foul. And 1 for Darius Springer, who's off to a great start tonight offensively, and he needed it after such a rough start to the year. 35-44. Jordan Poole gets the screen. Poole, pick and roll for Thaddeus Fontaine, who throws it down over Santi Aldama. 9-point game. Poole's jumper no good. That's the rookie Ashton Wisham with the contest. Wisham's first career NBA minutes for what it's worth, as Griffin takes it to the other end of the floor and drills for 3. 12-point game. Portland up by 12. It's over to Wisham, the 28th overall pick out of St. Louis. His first NBA field goal is good, taking advantage of the size mismatch with Fontaine. Wisham's 7'3" is about 5 inches taller than Fontaine, who's playing the 5 right now for the Wizards. There's a nice layup for Washington, lead within 10. Scoot, crossover is good as he hits the mid-ranger a few feet beyond the free-throw line. Portland's offense continuing to stay hot while the Wizards have kind of cooled off. Brunson, nifty move. Shot is good despite the extended contest from Wisham. 12-point game once again. Shaedon Sharpe on the other end with the slam. Nobody inside to guard him. Solid start for Sharpe. He's got 8 and 5. Springer out to Griffin. On the 3, it's good. Khalil Griffin leads the Blazers with 14 today, as the pass from Simons is intercepted by Jalen Suggs, who takes it the distance for a layup. Portland's been a little bit careless with the ball here in the second quarter, but other than that, the offense has been great as Scoot pokes it. Simons with the steal and the slam! Anthony Simons showing off the athleticism. We often forget he was in a dunk contest a while back early in his career, and speaking of dunk contest, the 2-time champ, Scoot Henderson, is in with the righty throwdown. 54-66. There's Kuzma. No good, and Kuz appears to be injured. Looked like a lower leg, possible ankle injury. Not ideal there for Washington. Thaddeus Fontaine's 3 rattles out. Ball don't lie. Porzingis out to Logan. Inside for Springer, who gets the slam. Strong all-around game for Darius Springer. He's got 13, 6, and 3. As the shot is good from deep. Big bucket for Washington. They bring it within 11. It looked like that was Brunson. Just a few more seconds left to go here in the first half. Scoot's going to dribble it. He wants to take the shot. Step back. Deep 3 is no good. And that'll do it for half number 1. Portland putting on an offensive clinic here in the Pacific Northwest as they lead the Washington Wizards 68-57. Everybody's really scoring the ball at a high level. Griffin's playing well. Springer's playing well. Scoot's been pretty good. Sharpe, Porzingis, Simons, even Zay Logan. Everybody's producing on the offensive end. Portland brings it up the floor to start the third quarter. Springer inside. He's blocked. Thaddeus Fontaine with a big start defensively for the Wizards. Their defense needs some energy. They're on pace to allow nearly 140. Off the inbound, Sharp over to Scoot Henderson. Scoot, pull-up jumper is good. And Portland still scores despite the big block. 57-70. Here's Jalen Brunson. Jumper is no good. Fontaine with the offensive rebound, and the former UNC Tar Heel is there with the putback. 11-point game. Scoot out to Springer. Contested three is good. That may have not been the best shot to take, but Springer gets it to fall, shooting the long ball well today. 59-75. Brunson trapped inside. Now he's doubled. Somebody's got to be open. Fontaine out to Suggs. And Jalen Suggs hits the three for Washington. The Wizards have gone with a three-guard lineup often today. Suggs, Brunson, and Poole all sharing the floor together regularly. And it's been nice on offense. Obviously, defensively, not so much, as Suggs gets another layup. 64-77. Scoot looking for a screen. He's got Griffin. 19 points today for Khalil Griffin, as it's a 16-point game. Griffin brings it up the floor himself. Looking to get by Wagner. Griffin, open lane! Throws it down. He's got 21. 68-82 now. Springer on the drive. Springer with the windmill! Oh my goodness! Darius Springer getting up there with possibly the dunk of the year so far. Jalen Suggs, you have been baptized in the Father, Son, Holy Spirit. 14-point game. Griffin out to Springer. He's got Scoot Henderson. Drives inside. Scoot now with the slam. Portland's putting on a show today. Sharp thinks about the launch shot. Doesn't take. To Aldama. Back to Sharp. How about some more? We've got liftoff. Is this an airport? The way these guys are all soaring up and away. 74-90. Kuzma. His contested shot is good. Nice shot by Kyle Kuzma. Had Springer all up in his business. Whoa, pause. 92-76. Suggs with it. He's got Poole cutting inside, and Jordan Poole is there with the dunk. Wizards continuing to hang in there, even though this Portland offense looks unstoppable. Here's Anthony Simons. Blazers in takeover mode. Step back, too easy. Anthony Simons can hit every shot in the book. I'm not sure if there's anybody else on this roster who really can do that. Fontaine, no good. Springer with the rebound, his 10th. He's got a double-double. Also with 7 assists. How about 8? Darius Springer, who struggled to start the year, has completely rebounded today. No pun intended. He's on triple-double watch. Brunson, jumper, no good. But Sabir Salmanov is there with the putback. 15-point game. Springer looking for assist number 9. He's got Logan in the corner. And Zay Logan pulls the triple. Portland with 100 through 3 quarters. Poole is blocked. Santi Aldama with the snuff. Here's Springer. Drives inside. Out to Simons, and the layup is good. That's a triple-double. 20 points, 10 rebounds, and 10 assists for Darius Springer. His 3rd triple-double, 4th if you count the playoffs, and he did it in just 3 quarters. Jalen Brunson hits the 3, acquired for the 4th overall pick this offseason. The Wizards not really wanting to draft anybody clearly, as Springer is out of bounds. One more shot for Washington, and Sabir Salmanov gets it to fall. Strong end of the quarter for the Wizards, still trailing by 15, as Simons' 3 rattles out. Portland's in a good spot, but you got to give credit to Washington. They have not been out of this game yet. Into the 4th now. Bilal Coulibaly is blocked by Porzingis. Sharp out to Griffin. Deep 3. It's good. Another triple for Khalil Griffin, who shot the 3 ball really well as a rookie. He's been even more efficient from deep, right around 40% from beyond the arc so far, as he's doubled. Somebody's going to be open. It's Malachi Suleiman. The backup point guard gets his first points of the day. Suleiman's not a scorer, but he can do so many other things really well. Salmanov nearly loses it, but he gets it back. Out to Tyus Jones. Inside. Back for Salmanov. He's had a good second half off the bench, the big man, as it's 110-93. Jones, guarded by Suleiman, as he's in for the layup. Malachi Suleiman is probably Portland's best bench defender. Not a bad defensive rep there, just a good play by Tyus. 15-point game. Here's Griffin with the slam. Want the assist by Suleiman, his 5th. Griffin, meanwhile, with a team-high 26 points. 17-point lead. Double. Poole wide open. Splash! It's a pool party! But the Wizards still trail by 14. Griffin's doubled again. Suleiman out to the rookie. Ashton Wisham. That's a mismatch. And Wisham is in for the layup. He's got 4 on 2 of 2 shooting. Jones with the screen inside. Jones's pass is tipped by Wisham, but Salmanov gets it back for the slam. 14-point game. Griffin thought about the shot there, doesn't take it. He gets it over to Shaedon Sharpe. Only 12 points tonight for Shaedon, but he's gotten a handful of dunks, including that one. 100 to 116 now. Griffin, pump fake inside, no good. Wisham with the board, pump fake. Back to Griffin in the corner for Malachi Suleiman. His shot no good. Wisham, another rebound. Put that back yourself, young man. Ashton Wisham has given the Blazers some nice minutes off the bench tonight. I'm impressed. Scoot Henderson with the drive and the athletic finish. It's a 20-point game. Washington needed to start a run early in this fourth quarter, and it looks like at this rate that's not going to happen. Springer, what a move! He's now got 22. Darius Springer's ability to score in contact still unrivaled as he's looking to bully Fontaine. Pump fake. He's got Scoot in for the layup. That's assist number 11 for Darius Springer. Still a 20-point game. Here's Kuzma with it. Guarded by Griffin. Kuzma. Deep three is good. That was a nice contest by Griffin. Wizards still needing a miracle with 2.5 to go. Here's Scoot Henderson with it. Has a cutting Khalil Griffin. He's got 28, 7, and 6. What a game for Griffin. Looking like a superstar out there. Screen for Springer. Could this be the dagger? 27 for Darius Springer. That'll bring the lead up to 20, and that's where the lead finishes. 138-118. A really strong win here for Portland. The offense was consistent throughout the entire game. 64 points in the first half, 64 points in the second half. Perfectly balanced as all things should be. Obviously, we missed Ochai Agbaji's defense on the perimeter today, but the offense did not miss a beat. Everybody was producing on that end of the floor, and it starts with Khalil Griffin. 31, 7, and 6. Really strong game across the board for Griffin, flashing his two-way potential. The one silver lining about Ochai's injury is that Griffin's going to get even more opportunities to flourish, and I'm really excited for him. Darius Springer, 27, 13, and 11, a triple-double on just 13 shot attempts. Scoot, 19 and 9, 9 for 10 from the field. Sharpe was a little 14 points on 14 shots. Zay Logan, though, continues to produce. And Ashton Wisham, in 8 minutes of his NBA debut, he looked pretty good. As for the Wizards, 28 for Suggs, a quiet 28. 22 for Brunson on 21 shots. 16 for Poole on 19 shots. Most efficient Jordan Poole stat line, be like. But overall, a strong win. Got to give the Wizards credit for consistently hanging in there, but we had control of that game from the start, and we never really let go. The Wizards never were truly able to battle back, even though they weren't necessarily out of it until the final, say, 4 minutes. So I was originally planning on playing the Spurs, but San Antonio 7-0. This team's not ready to play against San Antonio. I think I want to look at one of these games against Golden State, who we already blew a big lead against too earlier in the year, so I'm really curious to see how we're going to respond. We're going to simulate through 4 games against the Cavs, Lakers, Kings, and obviously the Spurs. Shaedon Sharpe gets hurt in the Sacramento game. He'll be out for a week or two. Zay Logan will slide into the starting lineup, not Anthony Simons. For one thing, I think Logan's a better fit with the starters, and then 2, he's just been outright better than Simons this year. So we end up going 2-2. Check out the Spurs game. We blew them out. No Sharpe, no Ochai, no problem. Kristaps Porzingis, being guarded by Wembanyama, grabs his career-high 44 points. What a game for Porzingis, and that Spurs series last year in the playoffs was really the reason why we traded for Porzingis to begin with. But boy, I did not expect that. The Spurs have been ice cold for what it's worth, having lost 4 in a row, but still super impressive to beat the NBA champs without probably our best player. We only went 1-2 in the other games, so we're only 4-7, but we're playing a little bit better. Now we've got Golden State. Steph Curry's 38 years old, and no, he has not lost a step. They've got Donovan Mitchell. They traded for Julius Randle. They drafted Dejan Hill. This is a fun roster, even though they're only the 8th seed. Should be a good game here at the Chase Center. And we've got consecutive games against Golden State, both of which are on the road. We're going to play the first game. Doesn't really matter which one we play, I guess. I figured I would just pick the first one. Portland currently sits at a record of 4-7. Obviously, the year still hasn't really gone the way we would have hoped for, but the team's playing better. We've won 3 out of our last 5, including some wins against some good teams. The Wizards aren't horrible with Brunson. The Lakers are solid solely because Dante Del Toro through 10 games is averaging 24, 10, and 6. And then the Spurs just won the finals last year and swept us in the playoffs. So things are starting to look up a little bit, but still, obviously, the year has not gone the way we had hoped. Let's see if we can add some more wins, especially against the Golden State team, who we blew a pretty big lead to a couple of weeks ago in the season as Porzingis meets up with Sebastian Boyer for the tip, and it goes to the Warriors. And we are underway here in the Bay Area. One San Francisco-based team has already blown a big lead today. Let's see if another one has the same fate. As Scoot Henderson is in for the early layup, he'll get the scoring started for the Blazers. Portland looking to run the fast break here off of a Warrior miss. Porzingis out to Springer for three. It's good. Darius Springer has really stepped up over the last 5 games. The efficiency has gone way up. And we haven't talked about his rebounding, but he's got to be like top 5 in the league in rebounding so far this year. Malik Monk hits the 3. Golden State finally on the board. Only 1 made shot in almost 4 minutes, though. Their offense has been a train wreck. As Julius Randle is in with the hook shot. Randle acquired for the 7th overall pick in the offseason from the Knicks. 7-5. Scoot doubled on the drive. He gets it over to Anthony Simons, who checks into the game for the first time. Back to Scoot, guarded by Curry. And Scoot makes the layup. As good as Curry is, and man, he's one of probably the 10 greatest players of all time at this point. He's 38 years old. He's not a very good defensive player at this point. Scoot's got to attack him all night. Donovan Mitchell hits the 3 for the Warriors. 9-8. Simons looking for somebody to get open on the screen. It's Scoot Henderson, and indeed, Scoot has been aggressive early and often. He's got 7. Still, for the most part, a really defensive start, coming off a super high-scoring game against Washington. As there's Curry, the greatest shooter in the history of the association, with the three-pointer. 14-11. Curry again making it look easy. You would think this guy is 24, the way he moves. Not 38, as we're tied at 14. Porzingis doubled. Blocked by Sebastian Boyer. Porzingis was going to have somebody open on the wing. Wanted to take it himself. Ends up backfiring. Portland would get 1 of 2 free throws on that possession from Springer as it's stolen by Scoot Henderson. Out to Griffin. Griffin in for the layup, his first points of the game. Griffin has played well since entering the starting lineup, averaging pretty much 15.5 points and 8 boards a game this year, as Springer's layup is blocked. Sebastian Boyer is putting on a block clinic in the first quarter. Feels like he's got 3 or 4 at this point. We've only shown a couple. As Darius Springer off the inbound is in for the dunk. Talk about a quick response. 19-14, Blazers on top. Here's Anthony Simons, guarded by the rookie Hill. Step back, 3-ball is good. The thing with Dejan Hill coming out of Oak Hill Academy is that he is a gifted shot maker, but defensively, he's got some work to do. Springer, oh my goodness, looking like a guard. You would not think he's 6'8", 230. The way he was able to shimmy on Donovan Mitchell and hit the step back mid-ranger. 24-16, Blazers lead by 8. Hill gets some room and ignites the clip. Dejan Hill, the rookie, from beyond the arc. 26-19 now. Hill has Mitchell off the screen. From the logo, damn near, it's good. The Warriors are living and dying by the 3-ball so far. As much as things change, they end up staying the same. Mitchell no good, but Sebastian Boyer is there with the putback. 26-24 now. Springer with it, under 30 to go in the quarter. Looking to back down on Brandon Podziemski as his shot is good. Springer in the double figures already with 10 and 4. Final seconds of the first quarter. Obviously, it's Simons with the ball. Portland's end of quarter closer. Step back 3 is no good. It's been a rough year for Simons. He's only averaging around 12 a game, and his efficiency's been rough. Only 30% from 3, barely, as we go into the second. Zay Logan for 3, no good. Porzingis with the offensive rebound, and Kristaps Porzingis is there with the putback, his first points of the game. He's done a good job rebounding, though, as Podziemski's lob for Hill is unsuccessful. On the other end, Porzingis out to Springer. Great ball movement by the Blazers. Springer has not sat yet all day. He's been in the entire game thus far. 33-26. Hill off the screen, hits the 3. Dejan Hill's always been more of an on-ball player, but the Warriors have had him off-ball quite a bit today, and he's been able to get himself open. Porzingis, no good. Podziemski with the rebound. He's got Hill. Hill's got Malik Monk, one of the floor spacers for this Golden State team, as he hits the 3 in his 10th year out of Kentucky. 37-32, Randle with a nice pass. That's Hill again, makes the layup. Still overall a pretty low-scoring game, but it's been a close one. Donovan Mitchell looking to get some room. He's doubled. Somebody's going to be open. Not Julius Randle, but it doesn't matter. He's the one who gets the ball. Hits the top of the key 3. We're tied at 37. Here's Scoot Henderson with it. Hands it over to Khalil Griffin. Griffin, step back jumper is good. Griffin's looking to improve his mid-range game. He's really good inside. He's really good beyond the arc. If he can get that mid-range shot down pat, he will be a complete offensive player. As Donovan Mitchell hits the 3, that'll put the Warriors up by 1, 39-40. Scoot Henderson looks to twirl around a couple defenders. He's got Griffin open in the corner. And Khalil Griffin knocks down the 3. Portland right back on top within a matter of seconds as Donovan Mitchell is snuffed at the rim. Ashton Wisham with the block. Out to Springer. Springer in the corner for Khalil Griffin. Griffin with the drive and the finish. He's got 11. Got to shout out Wisham, though, on the other end. Portland drafted him for his size, length, and rim protection. Showing it off there as Steph Curry hits the three. Warriors back on top, 45-44 with 3 to go in the half. Here's Curry with it, guarded by Malachi Suleiman, and he hits another three. I want to see how Suleiman does with Curry here. So far, Steph is certainly winning the battle, but, I mean, it is Steph Curry. As a lob for Isaiah Jackson is unsuccessful. Griffin looking to take it himself. He knows Curry can't hold him, and Griffin is in for the layup. 50-48. Here's Jackson, guarded by Ashton Wisham. Out to Donovan Mitchell for three. He knocks it down. The Warriors still living and dying by the long ball. 60% of their shot attempts have been from three. Boyer misses twice. The defense by Porzingis. Springer with the rebound. He's got some room. He lets it fire, and he drills it. Darius Springer with 15 here in the first half, bringing the ball up himself and letting it fly. Springer with more room. Second time's the charm. Again, that right wing, and Springer's smooth lefty stroke gets another one. Donovan Mitchell's inside, though, with the and one. Simons called for the foul, and it's 58-54. Under 10 to go in the first half. Donovan Mitchell's trapped inside. Contest by Porzingis, but the shot is still good for Donovan Mitchell. 58-56. Portland's going to get one more shot. Obviously in the hands of Anthony Simons, looking to get some room. Simons at the buzzer. No good. And that'll wrap up the first half. Both offenses started slow. They both definitely picked it up as the second quarter went along. Still neck and neck, though. Both teams trading off punches. This game has been unbelievably close the entire way. I don't think the lead's been bigger than probably 6 or 7. But Portland has seemed to have slight control the entire time. They lead it by 2, 58-56 as we move into the third quarter. Let's see if either side can really get a big stretch of momentum. In the corner, Porzingis passes it to Porzingis. He just chucked that off the backboard right to himself. Shot's no good, but that would have been probably the funniest assist ever. 58-56 still. Curry looks to get some room. Hits the three. You can't sag off him, Scoot. You've got to know better than that. 61-60. Here's Boyer. Out to Randall. He's got Monk. Nice little outside game there by Golden State. They had a bunch of guys on the perimeter there. I don't know why the Blazers were threatened by Boyer. He's a non-shooter. 60-64. Springer. Another one. He is shooting the three ball really well here against Golden State. As it's 63-64, Griffin's pass is tipped and intercepted by Boyer. Out to Monk on the other end over the extended arm of Zay Logan. And he gets the layup to go in. 63-66. Here is Springer out to Scoot Henderson. Henderson tries to run by him. Contested shot is good. Is it really a contest when it's Steph Curry? I hate to dog on him defensively. Again, he's one of the greatest to ever do it, but the guy's 38 years old. Here's Randall with it inside, and it is good despite solid defense from both Springer and Kristaps Porzingis. 67-68. Still back and forth here in the third. Logan wide open on the wing. Zay Logan has quickly become one of the better catch-and-shoot guys in the league. Got to respect him beyond the arc because he's going to make it when he's open. Porzingis is doubled. Out to Scoot. Lets it fly from the corner. Back-to-back threes for Portland. They lead by 5. The biggest this lead has been in quite some time. Curry looks to respond. He does. Steph Curry is just too shifty. As Portland's now up by 6, 77-71. There's a nice play off the inbound. Malachi Suleiman running around, guys. He picks his spot, finds the open lane. Portland leads by 8, 79-71. Curry's doing laps around the floor, just trying to get open. What makes Curry so special is his ability to create his own shot with the ball and then without the ball. That's why he's the best to ever do it. Springer with the slam. It's an 11-point game. Double-double for Springer. He's got 23 and 12 now. Everybody's in takeover mode as he gets it to Porzingis, who hits the three, and now Porzingis has a double-double, 11 and 11. 88-74. The Blazers all of a sudden lead by 14 just with a snap of the finger. Randall inside for Sebastian Boyer as he's in for the dunk. Golden State looking to cut the lead down, get some consistent buckets, but Portland's offense seemingly can't miss. Here's Ashton Wisham on the drive. He gets it over to Simons. Simons has got Henderson. Blows by Dejon Hill. Man, that looks too easy for Scoot Henderson. It's an 18-point game. This lead has shifted drastically, and now the Warriors got to go on a run. Donovan Mitchell hits the three, 94-79. Hill loses it. Scoot Henderson with another steal. Wisham back to Scoot with room for three. Bang! 25 for Scoot Henderson. And along with 6 assists, 97-81. Malachi Suleiman for three. No good, and that'll wrap up a great third quarter for Portland, outscoring the Warriors by 14. Portland scored nearly 40 in that quarter. And the scary thing about this offense is when they get hot, no one can stop them. Lob attempt unsuccessful. Monk instead will look for the three, and he'll get it. So the missed dunk, I guess, proves to be a blessing in disguise for Golden State. 99-86. Griffin with a dart right to Malik Monk, looking to run the floor for the Warriors. Monk with a nifty move on Griffin. Wow, what a play on both ends by Malik Monk, and the lead's within 10. Good run to start the fourth quickly for Golden State. Donovan Mitchell with the steal. Mitchell drive, layup. We are within 8. The lead was just at 18 minutes ago, and the Warriors are right back in it. Scoot Henderson with a crossover on Hill. Henderson to Simons in the corner for Darius Springer. He hits the three. Springer looking like that star we know he is, 26-12. Griffin to Springer. Springer looks to drive inside, and he gets the and one. Springer basically threw himself and the ball up, and it goes in. He would miss the free throw, though. 104-93. Porzingis, pump fake. Wow, what a pass by Kristaps. Great floor vision by the veteran forward hailing from Latvia as he gets Henderson on the three. 107-96. Nice move by Khalil Griffin. He's now got 21. Scoot Henderson could be looking at a double-double as well, nearing 10 assists. He's also nearing 30 points as Dejan Hill makes a nice cut, shoots it over Porzingis. Lead sits at 11. Hill this time no good. Nice defense by Kristaps. Springer with the rebound is 13th. Out to Simons. Simons has Scoot. Scoot to Springer for three. It's good! 31 points for Darius Springer, saying those defenders are too small. 14-point game. Scoot with another steal. I think that's his fourth. Out to Springer. Out to Simons. Jumper no good. Springer with his 14th rebound of the game, and he floats it up for the putback. Man, Darius Springer, when he's playing well, this guy can be one of the best players in this league. He gets Griffin. Griffin gets Porzingis. It's an 18-point game again. The Blazers have their big lead back, and I think it's too little too late right now for the Warriors. Dejan Hill trying to show off his dance moves. Nice play by Dejan Hill as he's in for the floater. Sweet kiss off the glass. Warriors running a full court press because they might as well. Scoot Henderson's going to look to taking himself to the basket, and no one is there to defend him. Boyer was so focused on Porzingis, and Curry was behind, that nobody contested the layup. That's about the easiest shot you'll ever see. Mitchell with an and one poster over Porzingis. What a play by Donovan Mitchell off the inbound. Again, full court press. Nobody's inside, and Scoot's got 32 as he's in with the dunk. This might be some of the most pathetic defense I've ever seen. Golden State's trying to run the press, but then the two guys on the other end are doing nothing. Look at this. Boyer, so focused on Porzingis, but he doesn't notice Scoot until right at the end of the play. 124-110. Curry out to Donovan Mitchell. Mitchell doubled, has Randall open for three, and it's good. The Warriors bring you within 11. At the inbound, Scoot Henderson blows by Curry. Who's there to defend him? No one. Scoot Henderson is being gifted points inside right now. Want to do it again? Scoot Henderson is Curry trailing. Nobody inside. I think I could be getting these points out there, and I obviously am not an NBA level athlete. 133-120. Shot at the buzzer's no good. Another strong win here for Portland. Another great game on the offensive end of the floor. And it's looking more and more like the offense is having some really strong nights. I wish there was more consistency on that side of the ball, but clearly this is one of the best offenses in the league. We've got so many guys who can move the ball, so many guys who can shoot the ball, and so many guys who can score inside. Defense continues to be the question, though. Rebounding as well, which was one of our biggest strengths last year, also continues to be the question, although we had one of our best games of the year on the glass today. 38 for Donovan Mitchell, albeit on 33 shots. Stinky efficiency. Curry had 28, but only on 18 shots. His efficiency was a lot better. Monk was solid. Hill was solid. 13 rebounds for Boyer, but he went 2 of 9. What a game defensively by Porzingis. 22 for 53 from 3. The Warriors, again, living and dying by the long ball. We had a number of guys play really well. 38 and 10 for Scoot. 36 and 16, a career high in rebounds for Springer. 21 for Griffin. 17 and 13 for Kristaps. The offense was just really, really good. The defense had their good moments and their bad moments, but overall, solid win. We're going to simulate through our next 3 games, again against Golden State, then on the road against Minnesota, who's currently in first place in the West, and then back at home against the Bulls. We get our first trade offer from the Pistons. They want Zay Logan for Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm good. Zay Logan's been balling. Shaedon Sharpe now healthy from his toe injury as we go 2-1. We lose to Minnesota, but we win the other 2 games, including a blowout over the Bulls. So we're playing a lot better. We're 7-8. We're in 10th place in the Western Conference. Obviously, it's not ideal to be towards the back end of the West, but at least we're in the play-in for right now, and we're playing a lot better after a slow start. We've still got a lot of questions to answer, though. We need more consistency on the glass. We need a lot more consistency defensively. But maybe our 1-5 start was a fluke, and even without one of our better players in Ochai Agbaji, things might just be fine after all. Hope everybody enjoyed. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Peace out.